And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? When they
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And give them a gain of 37.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's second and 12. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And now running right through him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now he'll escape to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Norman. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On the move to his left, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Wilson now off the bootleg. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to face a third down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
To throw again is Wilson. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down, McCaffrey. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Rowe. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Redskins send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. Third down here.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second down following the run. They'll set up to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans!
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to time out as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Bridgewater on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
So out now come the Redskins. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo, and the Bills have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Man open left side is Brown. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. They're going to look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I thought you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Norman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Bridgewater again. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go play action. Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Room here to run. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw here. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
The Redskins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escapes the sack. And it's caught. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Hey. 4 down. Flex round. Tighten up.
Now back to throw. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really...
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rowe. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Redskins on third down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got some space here. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Rowe. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 22.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik McDowell continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. They're going to look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 19. And look out, I think he's going to go. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Get ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, that's Hampton. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Day. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik McDowell in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd down and 12. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought